Walser, Tune Machine, Vance and Hines sponsored bike. And of course 155, 37-year-old rider Dave Aldana, bike number 155. Here we go. Oh, a lot of wheelies pushing the air right there, but as they go into turn number 1, we've got 6 and 7 abreast. Ian Perot getting off dead last here. I don't know what this is about, but he's got a lot of money flittering away right now, as well as points, as he just takes off slightly going around turn number 1. Evidently, Perot didn't start with a pack, and he's scheduled to go on this one. This is a very important race, and right now he's running dead last. Here they go up into turn number 3. And starting off with a big lead, don't ask, it's got to be 296 Doug Polen. It couldn't be anybody else starting off with a big lead like that. Unofficially, we're going to say it's Polen with the lead, 296. A lot of swapping going on back and forth in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Remember, we want the top 3 down here in the winner's circle right after the race. And going into turn number 8, it looks like Polen on his way to winning race number 2 for himself. He picked up $1,000 in a race earlier, on his way to picking up $1,300 for a win here. And once again, he's going to leave 2nd through 8th place to battle it out amongst themselves. Here they come out of turn number 9. We're going to try and pick up some of the numbers and the names for you. Look for bike number 296, the Denton, Texas rider, Doug Polen, to be in the lead. Mr. Supersport on the AMA circuit. It's not him. It's Tommy Lynch out in front with Richard Moore in 2nd spot. 194, Pete Carroll running in 3rd. Oh, what a switch. We thought for sure it would have been Polen. Polen's back, I believe, in 4th place. Tommy Lynch, the teenager from Bakersfield, out in front. Tommy Lynch, oh, his dad down here's got to be absolutely elated. He's on those Dunlop tires on the Suzuki, and he's storming everybody. Maybe this guy is peaking at the right time. Remember, the national finale is coming up here in about another 2 months. And boy, if he can beat Polen here, then what an upset this would be. Tommy Lynch with a very comfortable lead right now in the 2nd lap. We've got about 3 riders trying to chase him down coming down the hill. Moore in 2nd spot. That's Scott Peter Carroll running in 3rd spot, the National Endurance Racing Champion. Running in 3rd. Polen looks like he's in 4th, and he's going to snatch 3rd away going down that back straightaway. He's got 3rd spot. Polen's got his work cut out for him here in this one. This is not going to be easy. Wes Cooley talked to this kid Tom Lynch at Riverside last weekend, and he hasn't lost a race since. And I don't know, Wes, what you tell this kid, but this guy is pumped. And look at him go down this front straightaway. It's Tommy Lynch from Bakersfield. Then comes Moore. Then comes Polen. Then comes Carroll. Then Cavness. Then Stewart. Then Minig. As they head into turn number 1. Remember, Minig and Stewart in a points chase here. They got to get into that top 5. Minig right now running in 7th spot. But it looks like their top 5 positions holding pretty steady. Polen now is taking over 2nd spot, and now he's got to go after the kid. We got a 26-year-old rider in 2nd spot who's probably the best in the country right now, going up against just a raw rookie kid in Tommy Lynch from Bakersfield. So it's the local rider from Bakersfield against Doug Polen from Denton, Texas. It looks as though Polen is probably going to pull up on Tommy Lynch. And maybe Lynch will get a lesson in riding from Polen. If Polen can get around him, maybe Lynch can stay with him. Then they go down the back straightaway. Polen starting to motor away from the rest of the pack and going after your leader down that back straightaway as they go into the kink. A lot of people out here would love to see an upset. Love to see Lynch hold on to this lead, but it looks very, very precarious right now. It could be Polen may, if he doesn't do it this lap, he may try to pass him on the straightaway in the next lap. Let's see what happens. They come out of turn number 9. It's still Tommy Lynch holding on to the lead, and buddy, you better believe his father's got his fingers crossed down here on the front straightaway. Here they come. It's Lynch, but Polen's catching him. And behind him comes Moore, then comes Carroll, then comes Cavness, then Minig, Stewart, Lee Schurz. We want to mention is James Martin, not Scott Cavness, so a good ride by James Martin. This guy, you don't get too much about him, but boy, he's been coming on strong lately. James Martin, the rider out of San Diego, California, on that Tony Smith Racing Suzuki GSXR 750 is on the Dunlop tires, and boy, they seem to be hooking up quite well for James Martin right now, as he's running in a very solid 5th place, holding off Mike Mitting and Chris Stewart. Scott Cavness running in 9th place. There they go down the crest of the hill. Lynch has the lead, but look at this. Polen sizing him up right now. Goes to the inside. He's got him down the back straightaway. Now let's see if Lynch can hang on to him. Polen's not pulling away. Lynch's fighting back. Out of turn number 9 they come. Polen's going to have the lead, but it looks like Lynch is holding on to it. Let's see if he can draft on by him. Here he goes. He's going to try and find a way around Polen. He pulls to the inside, but Polen outbreaks him into 1. It's still Moore now securing his position in 3rd spot. Pete Carroll more or less securing his spot in 4th. Well, we got a great 3-rider, 4-rider duel for about 7th, 8th spot back here going around turn number 1. But all eyes on this drama up front. Polen's got the lead, but the story of the race right now, Lynch, and he's not letting Polen get away from him. And one of the old veterans, Dave Aldana, now finds himself up into the top 10. He's now climbed his way up into the top 10 on a bike that he hasn't been racing in a long time. In fact, he hasn't never raced a Suzuki. He's been on that Kawasaki the last couple of weeks. So Aldana now finding his way up into the top 10. Scott Cavness now has moved up. The Dam Point Riders up into 7th place. Boy, the strange thing about this is how well Tommy Lynch is doing and how poorly Chris Stewart and Mike Mitting are doing. They're back there in the top 10, but way down on the list where they should be. As they go down the back straightaway, looks like Polen now starting to stretch it out just a little bit now over Lynch. Curtis Maddox to your van, please. Curtis Maddox, can you please report to your van, the AFM van? Curtis Maddox to your van. Out of turn number 9 they come. Polen now starting to stretch it out a little bit. Coming down the front straightaway. He's starting to seize the opportunity now. Lynch in 2nd spot. In 3rd, though, a horrendous battle between Moore and Carroll. That position's still up for grabs. Then comes James Martin. Then comes Minig, Cavness, Stewart. It looks like that may be James DeMay in 9th and Dave Aldana in 10th. 55, Aldana now just, Aldana in fact running out there very much alone, all by himself. They're running around turn number 1 right now. Then comes DeMay in 11th spot. There's that 151X. That might be 151X running in 11th spot. I'm used to it by now. Okay, here they come. The leaders going around turn number 8. Fastest part of the racetrack right now. Doug Polen on his way to race win number 2. And of course, $1,300. Right now, as it stands, what the heck? Tom Lynch can pick up $700 for 2nd spot. That ain't too shabby either. We're going to want those 3 riders down in the winner's circle right after the race. Here they come out of turn number 9. It's still Polen down this front straightaway across the start-finish line. Tommy Lynch about 2 seconds behind now. Coming up on some lap traffic as they enter around turn number 1. It's Moore and Carroll, the National Endurance Racing Champion, trying to find his way around Moore as they head into turn number 1, and Moore shuts the door on him. Minig and James Martin in a terrific scrap, and now Minig starting to come to the front. He's now in the top 5. Oh, Minig goes wide in turn number 1 and goes off the track. He's ridden it off the track in turn number 1. He's still up on it, but he's losing precious positions and points. He's trying to fight his way back. He should be used to running this thing in the dirt. He is an AMA flat tracker. He gets it back on the track, but he's lost 3 or 4 positions. Oh, tough luck for Minig. Minig was working his way up the ladder there very well. In fact, he was back in 8th spot, and we had him up into 5th, and now it looks like he's dropped his way back into 9th or 10th. Tough luck for Mike Minig. That's going to hurt. Polen still running out there in front, going over the crest of the hill and going down that back straightaway. Lynch hanging tough in there, not letting Polen get that far ahead of him as they go down the back straightaway. Running in 3rd spot, it's still Moore and Carroll. Boy, Pete Carroll out of Costa Mesa, California. Richard on that Team Hammer Suzuki bike. And he's crawling all over the Vance and Hines sponsored rider right now. Each one of these positions very, very important as far as points go. Here comes Polen. He's coming down, looks like maybe another easy win. Lynch, the surprise of the race, running in second spot. And here's the battle for third. Moore and Carroll. Carroll gets into the draft. He's going to try and pull out of the draft right now and break on the inside. Let's see if he gets him into one. Nice pass by Carroll into turn number one. We're on the white flag right now, last lap. If Moore's going to try and make a move, he's going to have to do it in the next couple of turns. Oh, it's a beautiful pass by Pete Carroll as he takes over third spot into turn number one. James Martin now in fourth spot, then Cavness in fifth spot. Chris Stewart back there in seventh spot. Lee Schertz in eighth. Aldana in ninth. Looks like James Dumais in 10th spot, and I guess Mike Minnick now dropped back to 11th. I knew he lost some positions, but I didn't know he lost that many. Pavick going over the crest of the hill and down that back straightaway for the last time. About 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds behind comes Tommy Lynch in a phenomenal ride, probably the ride of his life. And then in third spot, Richard Moore is now suffering from the ride of his life right now with Pete Carroll. In fact, Carroll's got third spot. Moore's going to try and take that position away from him on this last lap as they head around turn number 8. So the story of the race right now in that battle for third. Want the top 3 riders down there in the winner's circle. Here they come. Polen coming out and get the checkered flag, and unofficially we hear that he got a lap record on this race. Lynch gets second spot, which means Lynch is close to a lap record itself. Who's going to get third? Pete Carroll grabs third, Richard Moore fourth. We're going to want those 3 riders down there for winner's circle. What was that time again? We got a 1:29.64 for Doug Polen on a 750 Suzuki. This is a stock 750 Suzuki, and he's turning 1:29. This is absolutely incredible. He's touching the 100-mile-an-hour mark. Oh, this is, Polen's just got to be one of the best riders in the country, bar none. And you remember, he may be fourth in the AMA ranks, but he is not on factory equipment.